everyone. This is Dave from Dave's Wreath and Things. Oh, we are just traipsing on here with day number 4 of my Hallo-week series. 7 days, 7 wreaths, plus that bonus episode right at the very end. We are on day number 4, and I hope you are enjoying it as much as I enjoyed making these wreaths and making these videos. Welcome to Hallo-week. Why don't I just get started and I'll show you what I made. I had an old picture frame just laying around that we're not going to be using anymore, but if you don't have that, you can just easily pick one up at the dollar store locally. This is just a document holder or a document frame. I also had some white yarn laying around, and I'm going to be using some acrylic paint today, along with my handy dandy paintbrush and this glittery spider. And I'm going to be using some crafting utensils today to create this project. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking off the backing and the glass and everything with that wreath. Or I shouldn't say wreath. I say wreath so many times. I meant frame. And I'm going to give it a good coat of white acrylic paint at the top, the sides, and on the insides as well. Just making a nice solid primer ready for my color to be added. I'm going to let that fully dry. And once that's dry, I'm going to come in with this lime neon green paint. It's very bright. I loved it. It was perfect for this project. And I'm going to add a coat of that to the top, sides, and inside as well, and let that dry. Once that's dry, I'm just going to take an ever so small amount of black acrylic paint along with a dry paintbrush, and I'm going to put a little bit of paint onto my paintbrush, and then I'm just going to really follow the edges with that dry paintbrush technique, and a little bit on the top as well. A little bit of black paint goes a very, very long way, so I'm being very, very light on that paint and light on my touch. And I'm getting the sides as well because we don't want to forget those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to add a little bit more of that black acrylic paint. I want it to be really dark and have that lime green kind of show through. That's the effect that I was going for. Then I'm just going to take my yarn and cut a couple pieces of lengths, and I'm going to start creating a spider web right in the center. So I'm dabbing a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to use my little tool there and hold that yarn in place until the glue is a little bit dry, and then I'm going to cut off the excess, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to the two opposite corners. Throw a little hot glue in those corners. I'm going to let that cool down just a little bit, and then I'm going to use that tool to feed that yarn right into the glue, and I'm going to pull it nice and tight to make sure I don't have any sagging yarn. And then I'm going to do the center and the other center as well with the same technique, cutting a piece of yarn, and then I'm going to add that yarn to the hot glue and pull it nice and tight so it doesn't sag, and we've got the start of our spider web. Now I'm just going to take a length of yarn. I didn't measure or anything. I didn't even know how much I was going to use. And I'm going to dab a little hot glue on about 3 or 4 of the yarn strands. And then I'm just going to place that yarn right in that little dab of glue and continue wrapping around, creating our spider web. You can see here I'm using my tool as well so it doesn't stick to my table. And once I'm all done with my gluing and with my placing of my spider web, right at the very end, I'm going to glue down my final one, but I'm going to cut it first right into place. And then I am done creating my beautiful yarn spider web. Look at this. Of course, our final touch is to add the little spider to this really quick, really easy DIY today for Hallo-week. I'm just going to glue him down right there, and look at that. We have our creepy, glittery spider. And again, spiders aren't so creepy when they're glittery, right? Or am I wrong? But we have our lime green faded and aged frame along with that spider web right in the center and our nice big black glittery spider. A perfect really quick, really easy DIY for our Hallo-week series. Don't forget to come back and see the next episode on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed this little quick, little easy, and fun DIY for Hallo-week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.